How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here, and this is episode 12 of the Streamer Stories podcast. And my fantastic guest today is ThatTourettesGamer. How are you doing, sir? Dude.
What's going on, man?
I love you got the sound alerts with yourself. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm addicted to pressing sounds. Okay, I don't know what it is, man. Like people said, I should have been a radio presenter, but I am genuinely addicted to just pressing buttons, man.
I was generally having this conversation with her message yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I'm interviewing ThatTourettesGamer," and she was like, "He's such a good voice guy for radio."
Oh man.
Yeah,
appreciate that, man. Love it.
No,
Thanks, man.
It's got to happen, man. It's got to happen one day. I think so.
Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day, man. If streaming doesn't take over my life like it already has, maybe I'll go for a bit of radio presenter. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, speaking of obviously video game streaming, that's what we're talking about today. So, so you've been playing games all your life?
Yeah, man. So basically, man, I was holding a controller in my hands. Basically, by the time I knew how to hold a controller in my hands, right? So yeah, gaming for me started as an early age, man. I'm talking like, I don't know, maybe it was like, I think I was maybe like 3.
Wow.
3 or 4 years, three or 4 years old, man. Like, you know, like I had an Atari and stuff when I was younger.
Oh, nice.
But but the actual like proper memories I've got of when I first started gaming as a child was Super Nintendo.
Nice. All right. So
yeah, man.
Super Nintendo, man. Okay. So when did you play on those? What did
I play on the Nintendo when I was a child, man? Like I used to play Super Mario World a lot. And it used to drive my mum fucking crazy because I wouldn't get off it. And I was just fucking addicted to the game, man. So I used to play like Super Mario World. I used to play like F-Zero, man, racing. You know, F-Zero was a sick classic. What other games did I have, man? I can't remember anymore.
No,
I used to play I had Mortal Kombat.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct.
Nice.
I'm remembering from my childhood of what I used to play when I was a child, and not like what I've actually played through my whole life.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I used to play a lot of games on that SNES, man. And pretty much through my whole gaming life, man, I've just so like the best way I can explain it was, right, I had this cousin, right, and every year he'd have a new console when it comes out, but he always got bored. The more he got older, like he's way older than me, right? So the more he got older, the more bored he got of consoles, even though he'd get them every year. So my mum used to buy them secondhand off my cousin to give to me for Christmas.
Right, got you. Yeah.
Like legit, man. So like every Christmas I'd have like a new console and stuff, man. So I've always been playing games, man.
Oh, that's brilliant. So do you remember any games on the Atari or?
Mate, I remember literally one game. It was a Formula 1 racing game. It was this racing game. And that is literally the only memory I can remember of the Atari that I owned. I had a Master System.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
I had a Master System, and saying that, I remember my Master System. I had my Master System before the Super Nintendo. I had a Sega as well. And I remember, man, I used to play Alex Kidd on the Master System, man.
Yes.
And Sonic 2.
Oh,
man.
Sonic.
Those are the days, man.
100%.
Those are the days. If I can get those are the days, man. Yeah. So I used to play a lot of Sonic 2 and Alex Kidd on the Master System, and I had a Sega as well, man. And used to play a lot of. I had those games on the Sega which had I thought like you think it's like a demo cartridge or something, but it'd have like 4 games built into the cartridge.
Oh yes.
And you'd have the F1 racing. You'd have like Shinobi and stuff like that, man. Like all sick ass games, man, compiled onto one cart. And yeah, that was sick, man. But the best game I remember taking away from Sega was literally Tasmania Lost in Space.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Tasmania Lost in Space, because the Taz games were wicked on Sega, man.
Dude, it's funny you just mentioned that. I don't normally do this, but I've got this right here. I've got Escape from Mars right in front of me, dude.
Oh, Escape from Mars as well as Lost in Space.
Oh, so good.
Man, that brings me back so many memories, bro.
I don't know, that was pure coincidence.
I remember this one level on it, man, where you'd have to it was like a boss level where you had to run away from these, I don't know if they were like beavers or rats or something, but they would drive in this, it was like one, I don't know what animal it was, sat in this fucking thing, but like, it's got like a big fucking, it's got like what you'd see, like a big fucking drill, and he's drilling. You have to run away from him through these tunnels, man. I remember that part as a child, man. That game's sick, man.
So good.
Toe Jam and Earl as well. Man.
Oh, Tom, yeah. I mean, that was so funky. I mean, there was nothing like it. There was nothing like it.
Man. You got good memories of that, man. I used to play, what was it, Panic on Funkatron?
Yeah.
What a game. The music was so jamming as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
right.
proper like, you had like the proper, like the bass guitars. It was, man, I proper got the feel for that, man. It was sick. Used to love that game, man.
100%, dude.
Yeah, it's good shit, man.
So you played Alex Kidd and played Sonic. So what Alex Kidd was it that you played? Was it Miracle World?
I can tell you, was Miracle World. Yeah, Miracle World. Yeah, you start off and you have to drop through that cavern, into that cave, and then go under the water and then swim past the frog. And then you get a bike on the second level, and you can only fucking pedal it like 10 yards before you have to get off the thing.
Yeah.
I remember that, man. That game was hard, man. I never completed it.
Yes, it was tough games, man. Tough games.
Yeah, I never completed it.
Did you,
to be fair.
Were you a Sonic kid? Sonic 2?
Was
you ever
yes.
Sonics?
Massively. I was both though, man, because obviously like my mum would like sell off one console to afford stuff when I had a new one, right? That was kind of the way it was. Like I didn't think none of the wise. I was playing games, so I wasn't like I was happy playing everything. So like if my mother got rid of one thing, I wasn't bothered because I was just too busy on the next games anyway. So because I was so young. So like yeah, I played all the Sonic and Mario's, man. It's very hard for me to vote between.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
which is the better character or which has the better games. It's really hard because they both had classic games. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Sonic Adventure was amazing.
Yeah, great.
The first one was amazing, even though it had the extremely bad voice acting graphics. Okay, the mouth animations are all fucked, all right? But that game was sick. Like seriously sick, man. And Mario as well, mate. They were just countless amount of good Mario games. Let's be honest, man.
Nice.
Let's be honest, man.
So where did you go from? So you had Mega Drive, you had the Mega Drive, and you had the Super Nintendo. So
Super Nintendo,
where did you go from there?
And then went on to the N64.
Nice, yeah.
And from the N64, and then onto the PlayStation the Christmas after that, man. And I remember the Christmas day. Actually, I woke up and I had the N64. Actually, I can't remember if it was for my. Actually, can't remember if it was for my birthday or by Christmas. I can't remember, but I remember waking up. No, it was Christmas. Yeah, definitely Christmas. And yeah, fucking Christmas is meant. And like, yeah, I woke up, man. I had like Extreme G, Mario 64, and Pilot Wings. Nice. Man, that was such a good Christmas. Can you imagine being a kid and waking up and getting that?
Yes, 100%.
Can you imagine, man? Like that is a good shit. that is some good stuff, man.
It certainly is, my friend. Certainly is.
Yeah, good games.
So,
and then from there onto the
any
PS1.
N64's games?
What's that?
Any other N64 games?
Any other N64 games? Yeah, man. Lilac Wars was booming. Blast Corps was okay. Like I could reel off the entire thing, but the games I owned, man, was like, I had Blast Corps, Lilac Wars. What else did I end up having, man? That shit, International Superstar fucking soccer game.
Oh yeah, of course.
I never played that. I was addicted to Lilac Wars and Mario 64, Mario Kart as well, obviously. And man, you're giving me this. I didn't expect to sit here today and have such a fucking nostalgic trip about my gaming life.
That's what we're here for, dude.
This is what I need in my life, man. This is the break I've needed, man.
Yes, dude. 2 hours. Yeah, let's do a 2 hour stream. No, I'm joking.
What's that? Say that again.
Let's do it for 2 hours. I'm joking.
Let's go for 3. Let's go for 3. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could. I really wish I could, man.
All right. So the PlayStation 1 then. Where did we go from there? So what was your first games?
Oh, first game, man. What was the first game? Crash, because I remember I had that on a Christmas, right? So I had Crash, Actual fucking soccer, man, with Alan Shearer.
Oh my god, Actual Shock!
Yeah, that was a game, man. Alan Shearer, man. Alan Shearer was back in that game, and he was back in that game. But I fucking sucked. I wasn't a football player, like, you know. So yeah, I remember I had Crash, Alan Shearer, soccer, and I think that was it. And then I ended up having like more games over time. As it went on, you know, because like the way I used to get games, right, like I wasn't going to no game store or nothing like that, man. Like literally my entire young childhood of when I used to beg for games, they used to be bought from this. We used to have this market, right, and we used to call it Stormy Market, right. Now they were running this. They used to run it every Sunday, right. And it's this huge fucking market, man. It's got like 3 massive warehouses, and then outside all car boot sales by people and stuff like that. But like, so it was hosted every Sunday, right? And they had this one section inside the first warehouse that you approach, and there would just be this one giant fucking table in there of the same guy every week, and it would have all like fucking tons of games, consoles, man, where like brand new and second hand. And yeah, man, that's how I used to get my games. Like every time Sunday rolled around, like when we used to go, I used to be fucking like, obviously I didn't have no money. I'm a child, right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm fucking, someone's calling me, goddamn. And let me just put my don't disturb on. There you go. And yeah, back again. So like, yeah, every Sunday would roll around. I'd be like, literally, this is the day I get to see what games are out on the table. Because obviously I'd only find out what games are available to me when I got there. As in like, I didn't know what games were coming out, nothing like that. I was so young, right? So I used to walk into the warehouse and stand there fixated on the fucking TV that this guy had on the table. So he'd have like he'd have the table, right? All the games on there and stuff like, and all stuff, consoles on little shelves and stuff. And I'd just be watching the TV of just games being played, and I'm just watching the TV.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm fixated on the fucking TV. And like my mother used to fucking claw me away from that fucking table. And I'd literally beg, man, to get a game. So I'd literally beg to get a game, man. And yeah, sometimes she'd cough up and she'd get me a new game that looked good. Because when you're a child, you judge games by their cover. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you literally like instantly judge games by their cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all that changed until I discovered what Metal Gear Solid was. That changed my life. That game changed my fucking life, literally, in gaming.
Let's talk about Metal Gear Solid in a minute, but you just unlocked a memory for me. You just completely unlocked like the idea of like chipped consoles and stuff. Did you ever get anything like that?
Mate, my friend had one of those, right?
Yeah.
So I remember when I was younger. So it was crazy, right? So when I was younger, my friend, like he didn't game that much. He lived across the street from me, right? But he had one of those. He had an expansion port.
Yeah.
I don't think the console was chipped, right? But it had an expansion port in the back, and it had this card, and it wasn't a card. It was like this device. It was like an L-shaped device, right? And it came up, and that allowed you to read burnt discs,
right,
and stuff like that. So he lent it to me one time when I was a child, and gave me like a fuckload of games. Like 30 odd discs, man. And yeah, that's how I found out about that's how I learned about playing Siphon Filter, man.
Oh wow.
All those great games, but they were all burned. You know what I mean? But I didn't think nothing of it at the time. I thought, oh, the games. Chuck them in. Let's go. Like, but I knew how it worked because it just worked for you anyway, because you just put it on the disc. I never tampered with it. So I'd literally just put the disc in and it would work. So, yeah, man, I remember it was like this green cartridge, man. I can't remember the name of it, man, because they used to make loads back in the day, right? They used to make loads, but a lot of people made a good living off chipping consoles, man, because all it took was one mate who knew how to do a soldering, right?
Yeah.
Back in those days, man, and all the adults, man, all the dads, they're all making loads of money, burning discs and all that, man. You go in people's houses and stuff, you see like massive fucking stacks of shelves, old blank CDs and all that, man, making living from chipping fucking discs, man. You know what I mean?
Man, it's
God
crazy.
Damn. Those are the days, man. Those are the days.
Very different nowadays.
Yeah, everything's digital, man.
So Metal Gear Solid, man.
Right. I'll tell you what Metal Gear Solid. So I had a lot of demo discs, right?
Right.
A lot of fucking demo discs. I used to get a lot of demo discs given to me and stuff. And with Metal Gear, right? I'd played the Metal Gear demo, man. Like I think I was like, I don't know, about 8, 9 at this time now. And I had this demo which had Metal Gear on it, right? And I fucking played this demo so hard, man. So hard. Like, I didn't realize that I was being taught about fucking nuclear war and the Cold War and fucking genome soldier experiments and stuff. I just fucking love the game.
Yeah.
I just love the game, right? But I played the demo about 1 million times. Legit, man. I knew everything in that. Like, I knew everything in that demo. And I only ended up getting the game right because my cousin one day took me up to that market, right? Because he wanted to go up there for the day. My mum wanted to go out, whatever, blah, blah. I can't really remember, but he took me up there for the day, right? And when I saw that Metal Gear Solid, I didn't even see it in the games part of the warehouse because I think it had gone by then. But there was loads of car boots on, and there was a guy selling games, and Metal Gear was there in the big double case, man. Had a crack in it. With his own price tag on it for like £15, and I was just like, he asked me, do you want a game? And I just went, that one. Please, can I have that one, please? I won't. I won't. I'm good. I'll just have that, please. And he did. And he bought his me for 15 quid, right?
Oh, wow.
I took that motherfucker home, and that was probably the fucking most intense, like it beat Resident Evil on the immersion that I felt when I was a child, right? Because obviously, like, I used to fucking play Resident Evil, Silent Hill. Your mum doesn't know what you're playing.
Yeah. She
doesn't care. She doesn't care. The games are making you happy, right? So I'm playing fucking Resident Evil, man. You know what I mean? I'm playing fucking what else am I playing? Like Carmageddon, like games which you shouldn't play as a child because, like, the way things are now, it kind of, like, they say that video games make people go and stuff like that, man. But it didn't happen to me, It was all just fun to me, man.
Yeah, man.
It was all just fun to me. But I remember I took Metal Gear Solid home, right? And I played that shit, man. And I kept playing that shit. And it was only until I used to stay at my auntie's house a lot, right? Like, most weekends I'd ask, can I go away on a Friday or whatever? Can I go stay with my auntie? Because I loved staying at my auntie's house because she had a really big house and stuff like that. I just really enjoyed being around my auntie's company because she was so lovely. And I always used to take my games consoles with me. And one time I took Metal Gear with me on my PS1. And I shit you not, it was only until she gave my mum a call asking, like, she said, what the fuck is Ben playing? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, he sat there and he's fixated on bombs and nuclear warfare and wars. And she's like, I'm watching it and I'm getting engrossed in it. You know what I mean? So how the fuck does Ben get through this at such a young age?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't have a clue. And she was like, she's like, I don't have a clue. She's like, I don't have a clue and all that, blah, blah. And I didn't get told off for such a guy because I just kept playing. And yeah, man, that was a fucking game and a half, man. Amazing memories from that game.
Yeah, man. So where were you with Resident Evil? Was it the first one you played first?
Back again. No, the first one I actually played was Nemesis.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. So like 2 generations on.
Oh, Jesus, man.
I know, man. I was young, right? So I just had any game I could get my hands on. I used to lend games from friends and stuff. You can't understand of how the first one I played was 3, right? It was only because my friend had it, and then I lent it off him when he was ready to lend it to me. Right. You know what I mean?
Because I had Nemesis run at you, man. Fucking hell.
I remember I had a friend, right? My best friend, one of my best friends when I was a child. His name's Sean, and he's moved to New Zealand now, man. But when we were kids, we used to stay over each other's houses. A lot. We used to sleep over a lot when your kids, right, and game all the time, right? There was like 3 of us, all right, and one of them was like the mum bought him everything kind of child, right? So we used to beg our parents to go there and stay over at his house so we could play fucking Grand Theft Auto 3 all night, man. Yeah. Like legit, we'd stay up all night and start playing fucking games. It was the best fucking times, man. But I remember when me and Sean, right, the first time I played Nemesis was with him, right? And we had a pizza, right? We had a pizza between us, right? And we've only just started the game, and we got so far into it now. And I remember that part when Nemesis jumps through the window. Oh yeah. Remember when Nemesis fucking comes through the window the first time you see him? Yeah. And he comes through, and he literally comes through. The first time you see him is outside the police station, right? And then he jumps through the window in the police station. It was when he jumps through the window, we both looked, like, I remember like it was yesterday, man. And we both had fucking a mouthful of pizza. When he come to the window, we both just looked at each other. And we were just like, ah! With mouthfuls of pizza, we paused the game, and we were like, what do we do? And we were too scared to press start. To carry on. It was brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Oh, amazing. So you went. So where did you go from the PlayStation, man? Did you go to PlayStation 2, or did you?
So, well, to be honest, I didn't go to PS2 until like a while after they were out. So I went from my PS1. I went onto a Dreamcast.
Oh, nice. A Sonic Adventure.
I went onto a Dreamcast. Yeah, but I only ever played the demos.
Oh, okay.
I only ever played the demos. Yeah, it sucked, right? I could only ever play the demos. So yeah, man. I played the games that I missed from my childhood, like over the years of like my teens and adulthood, because I went out and bought them like very cheap, and made up for it that way, man. But fucking when I was a child, man, the only games I had on Dreamcast, mate, I had 2 demo discs. I had the 2 Dream On demo discs. I had a game. My mum bought me a game called Space Channel fucking 5. What was it, 9? I think it was either Space Channel 9 or Space Channel 5. Like this rhythm game, shooting game, with like kind of a story behind it, where like you're fighting aliens with fucking laser guns, but you're doing it in dance moves. It was a full rhythm game, basically, man. It was kind of funky though, man. Yeah, it was kind of funky. It was a rare one, that is.
I never played that, but I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a gem. So I fucking played that when I was a kid, man. Played like that. So basically I had the fucking 2 demo discs, which I used to smash constantly. And the only other game I think I played like religiously on Dreamcast was Quake 3 Arenas.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, I played Quake 3 Arenas. Yeah, I had Quake 3 Arenas. So my mother bought it for me off my cousin, right? And they were the only games he had for it. Right. So basically it was that. So I used to play the demo discs and Quake 3 on it. So, and that was pretty much it, yeah.
So Dreamcast.
Oh, sorry. So I take it back. No? I take it back. I take it back. She bought me MTV skateboarding featuring Andy McDonald.
Okay, yeah.
Going from Tony Hawk's though to that fucking sucked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It sucked, man. You know what I mean? It sucked. Like it really, really, really sucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was still fun at the time, man. So yeah, they were the only games I have on my Dreamcast.
Ah, man. So after Dreamcast, where did you go from there?
I was on Dreamcast for like, I think I spent like 2 years with that console with like a very limited selection of games in those demos. Like legit, like it would have drove any other kid insane. But like where I lived at the time and stuff like that, there was like another console in the house and stuff like that. So I used to go from like generations backwards, like just to play games. I didn't care what games they were. So like I used to play the PlayStation 1 still and stuff like that. And then as I grew up, then I kind of skipped the GameCube generation because like it was just consoles were just like we couldn't really afford them and stuff like that, man. So I kind of skipped the GameCube thing, and I ended up getting a PS2 for my birthday then, right. a while on, and then I just went from PS2, and then I went from PS2 to Xbox. And then, when I got the original Xbox, so I went between the two. I know it's weird, right? It's a weird cycle. Went from PS2 to like the original Xbox, man. And the rest of the timeline, basically, I'll get to that because I went through a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of games and consoles, man.
Very eclectic, man. There was not just one, like you weren't just PlayStation or Nintendo or Sega. You went for everything. I loved
everything, man. Yeah, I loved everything. Like, you know what I mean? When you're a kid, there's no such thing as a console war. You know what I mean? If the games are good, then the games are good. Like that was it. That was it.
Did you play any online games, PC gaming at all? When did that come in?
No, I didn't discover online gaming until I think I was way older, man. I was way older. Like. When the Xbox 360 first launched is when I knew about online gaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't know PC was a thing. I didn't know PC was a thing. Like at all. Because I didn't even think of it like that. I thought PCs were just used for work and stuff. I didn't even know they had such a gaming thing. I got into PC gaming at a very late age, man. Like a very late age. Like we're talking like 5 years, 6 years ago.
Right, yeah.
And that is it, you know what I mean? I'm 30 years old now, man. You know what I mean? I'm 30 years old, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I got into PC gaming when I was like 25, 24.
Yeah, I'm similar. I mean? I'm similar.
I'm a late bloomer, man. Late bloomer. It was only because I couldn't afford it. Is when like, you know, everything's changed now, man. So it's good, but
yeah, man. Yeah,
PC's my life now, man. But yeah, I didn't discover online gaming until the Xbox 360 because in my town, we had this local fucking local bollocks. We had this local game shop, right? And it was exceedingly overpriced.
Right.
It was overpriced. Local business in a small town, guaranteed overpriced.
Yeah, of course.
And stuff like that. I used to get my PS2 games off him and stuff. And all that type of jazz, but I didn't figure out about online gaming until they had an Xbox 360 in the store when they got launched, and they had like Call of Duty on it online, and I was just like blown away. I was blown away because I didn't know it was online until I realized you're playing against other people, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Fucking what?"
Mind blown.
You know what I mean? Oh man! And those were the times I was in comprehensive school, right? So I didn't get my first taste of online gaming and multiplayer until I was like fucking. And I think it was like a year and a half, or like max 2 after the 360 had launched. Because we just couldn't afford one, man. No, I mean we couldn't afford one. Yeah. And so like my friends all had them in school and stuff. Like legit, my friends all had them and stuff. I was playing PS2. Legit, when all my friends were like, "Oh, going on? You going online tonight? You going online tonight?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to play pool at the youth club. I gotta go to the youth club tonight and play some pool." You know what I mean? I got like, and everyone's just buzzing about going online, playing Call of Duty, you know. So I missed that giant phase, man.
Yeah.
And it was only until I got a job at my local fairground that I fleeced enough money that I could afford one, man. Because it was really when Skate. It was when Skate come out, man. That was when I bit the bullet as like a young guy, like a fucking teen. Like I bit the bullet and was like, right, I need to play this game. Like I played Skate in the game shop in a town over, and it was the most incredible experience, man. Because I love skateboarding. See,
Right,
I've skateboarded like all my life now, man. I mean, I can still move around now. You know, I've gained a bit of weight, but I can still move around, man. And so skating is a massive part of my life growing up. Again, massive part of my life growing up, and skate all the time.
Yeah, man.
And I was addicted, and mate. So when Skate come out, that was it. I was like, right, I need to get it. I was so determined to get Skate, right, that first of all, I saved £30 to buy the game. It took me ages, right? I saved £30 to buy Skate. I went and bought Skate before I even owned the console.
Right. Wow. Okay.
And I'm like, what? I'm like 16. I'm like 15, 16. I've saved enough. I've bought the game, and I've put the game on my table in my bedroom. I bought it pre-owned for £30 from a game shop called Game Station, which was Game's other branch of game stores, and they were like the best, man, because you could do so many trade-ins, you could do so much shit, man, in that store, and again the games are reasonably priced. It was like Game Station was mint. I still have a Game Station card in my wallet.
Do you?
After all the years, man,
I like Game Station.
I have hung onto this motherfucking card, man. Look at this, man. I have hung on. I have hung onto this. Look how fucking
awesome.
look at the wear and tear, man.
Yeah, man.
These things used to be pure black. These things used to be pure black. Man, look how wrecked it is, mate. I've held onto this motherfucking card, man, for like fucking how many? About I've had this card now for about 14 years.
Wow, man. Yeah.
I've had this card for 14 years in my wallet.
That's
How mad is that?
Yeah.
It's my memento. It's been in every wallet I've had for the last 14 years. That's I miss this, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just a little piece of nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Game Station, but you're right, though. I liked Game Station.
Yeah.
It was better than Game, I thought.
Yeah, it was, because they even though it was run by the same company, they always undercut Game.
Yeah, they did. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I know.
What the fuck is the sense in that? But it was like the best company.
Yeah, man.
Because everyone would be in there all the time, and you could always play games in there. They'd always have something on in there, and you know what I mean. And even the workers were more friendly, man.
Yeah, one of my good friends used to work there as well.
Yeah, like I know it's like a lot of people in game stores now, man. They just look pissed off. You know what I mean? They look like they don't want to be there, man. We're all fucking game addicts, but they just don't want to be there, man. And they're like, you know what I mean? You go into Game Station, and everyone's really nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was booming. Like, those are the days, man. Those are the days.
It didn't feel like they were working, did it? It felt like they were just having fun.
Yeah, man, legit. They were all so nice and stuff, man. You know what I mean? It was fucking great. Like, so yeah, I went and bought. So what I said was, I bought Skate, right? I bought Skate, and then you fucking game, and legit from there, man. I went and worked on my local fairground for like. The whole summer. I'd done it just a bit before. I think I'd done like 6 weeks. I'd done 6 weeks on the fairground, man. And they only pay you like £20 a day, right? Mm-hmm. And I used to acquire my money on the fairground, in the arcades and other shit. And fucking, you know, I went writing down the amount of people correctly and stuff like that, doing little sneaky things so I could put more money away in my pocket, because getting paid £20 for 12 hours of work isn't what you want, right?
No, man.
So I used to just halve the amount of people that go on the rides, on the swings and stuff. I used to do all the child's rides, and I used to pocket half the money. And within 2 weeks, I'd saved up enough to buy a 360, and I was like, "This is it." I used to walk out at lunchtime. I used to walk out for an hour. I had a limp in my shoe. I'd be like this. I'd be walking like this, and I'd go into my local. I swear to God, man. And I used to go into my local bank. Right? And I didn't really think about being courteous or anything. I just take my fucking shoe off and dump the fucking shoe on the fucking table, right? So you've got like fucking 20 to 30 pound or whatever, 40 pound in fucking cheesy fucking sterling. Cheeky, like literal cheesy pound coins, man. And I was doing that every day at lunchtime, every fucking day. And I saved my ass off until I had about 400 to buy a 360. And I bought one off some guy in the free ads, because they used to have a free ads paper back then, right? There was no such thing as social media and stuff and all that type of stuff. So like, yeah, I bought one in the free ads. I rang a guy in the free ads, and he come all the way down from one of the valleys, man. He done like an hour drive and gave me a really good deal. Like he come and met me like 7 o'clock in the morning, man. Because he said like he was going back to the Navy or something, to his base or whatever, and it was his last day. So he said he'd drop it off before he drove there. Oh. And he did. So I met this guy like 7 o'clock in the morning on a freezing winter's morning to pick up a fucking Xbox, man. And the walk home, when I got my 360, the walk home was I was so scared I was going to get mugged or robbed or something, because I had a big fucking bag Xbox 360 on it and stuff. And I was petrified, man, because I just spent so much money on it. Like, I was just like, oh my fucking God, man, like, no way. And I took it home, man. And I remember, like, I didn't know how to get it online. I didn't know about the wireless adapter. I didn't know none of that. So I ended up figuring it out on a laptop, because I had a laptop for my birthday, and like a while before. And yeah, man, I ended up like bridging the connection, like plugging the Ethernet into the laptop and then sharing it. Because I used to have a wireless dongle in my laptop, right? Yeah. And then I'd plug the fucking Xbox Ethernet into the laptops, and I'd get it online that way. And then I remember obviously I'd played Gears of War and Skate. That's all I played. Yeah. That's all I played. For so long, I played Gears of War and Skate, and then I used to play like Condemned and stuff. And then I remember I had a game called Fear, and then it said in it, and it was a good shooting game, right? And I was just like, fuck, this game's amazing, and it's scary as fuck, right? And I remember putting it online. I remember going online with it for the first time with like a trial of Xbox Live Gold, and that was my first taste into online gaming, really. And then Modern Warfare, and then the Modern Warfare came out, man, and that was it, man. Modern Warfare came out, Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, and that was it. That was it. That was fucking it, man. I was gone. I was gone. Yeah. Like full steam ahead drive. I'm fucking addicted to online multiplayer games now. Yeah. I never really stopped playing them. You know what I mean? That was it.
So we haven't asked this question yet. So if you had to choose one video game, the best of all time, what would it be? And for someone that's got such an eclectic take, that's a hard question, I know.
It seems impossible. Like, why would you do this to me right now? Why? This is man. This is not the question I wanted to be asked. Oh, man. Right. Metal Gear is up there. Yeah. The Metal Gear franchise as a fucking whole is up there, right? That is god tier, goated. Don't care what anyone says. Mm-hmm. Max Payne, goated, top level, absolute top level, 100%. Like, fuck, between those two games, man, those are two of my favorite franchises of all time. Definitely when it comes to games. There's so many games.
So many.
There's just so many games. Like, I can't cope, man. Like, we're talking console, man. Yeah, Skate as well was another massive favorite of mine, man. There's so many games online multiplayer wise that I fucking loved, man. Yeah, man. Like, legit, like, it's such a hard question for me to answer, man. Like, what would yours be?
I mean, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. So
you're a massive Final Fantasy fan?
Yeah,
wicked, man.
Wicked, man. My favorite game is Fountain 9. So
do you know I played was it Final Fantasy 7 when I was a child?
Oh man.
Because I had this neighbor next door called Raymond, right? And do you know what the mad thing was, right? Like, my next door neighbor was so sound, right? Like, he had a wife, he had a child, right? I was a massive gamer, right? But my mother used to play video games with him as well. They used to have nights like where they'd have a drink with each other in the house and play games. It's mad, right? And he used to give me games He used to give me games like every now and again. He used to just give them to my mother to give to me. And one time he gave me this massive Time Crisis box set, man.
Oh wow!
Like he gave me the fucking box set, man, with the G-Con gun, the big grey one with the red buttons on the front. The whole box set of Time Crisis, the original one, man. And I used to play that on my little CRT TV, man, and shit. Like he used to give me like loads of games and shit, man. It was cool. And fucking, I remember, man, I got into anime through that guy as well. Like he gave me like a Street Fighter 2 VHS. He gave me a Street Fighter 2 VHS, man. The dubbed version, the American dub version, man. And that's how I got into like watching anime and stuff like that at a young age as well, because my neighbor, man, used to lend me games and stuff like that. It was fucking sick. It's fucking sick. So yeah, I forgot that whole thing. I forgot that whole bug because like so much has happened. It's hard for me to remember stuff, you know. So when we was talking about PlayStation earlier, I should have brought that entire thing up because like I got a load of games from him and stuff like that. Man, fucking sick guy, man. Absolute sick guy.
Fair play.
And he still couldn't beat me attacking. He still couldn't beat me attacking, man. Trust me. Trust me.
What's your second go-to? What was your favorite second?
My favorite second game?
Yeah. What was the go-to for you?
These are so hard. These are so hard. Like, if we're talking about all time, like in current gen now, I can't even pick. Because there's so many good fucking games out here, man. There's so many good games. Like, literally, I've played so many games. But I will put it out there now that probably one up there as well. Like, probably one of my favorite shooting games of all time is H1Z1.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, right. H1Z1, man. H1Z1, like is probably my favorite battle royale of all time, one of my favorite shooters of all time. So, like, it was the game that kicked off the battle royale genre. Right. Like, I don't play Warzone and stuff now, man. Like, I don't sweat anymore. I can't be. I'm not one of those guys, man. You know what I mean? I'm not a massive fan of Warzone and stuff no more. But H1Z1 was a different thing, man. Like, altogether, fuck me, H1Z1 was the boy, and it was basically the games which kickstarted streamers' careers. So now we're talking Tfue, we're talking The Doc, we're talking Dr. Disrespect, we're talking Ninja, we're talking Summit 1G. You know what I mean? A massive handful of others, man, who have all gone on to, like, you know, excel their careers in a massive way. And literally most of them started like growing very big when H1Z1 was around, because that's what everyone was playing. That was the go-to battle royale game. Right. After the Armor mod, it was H1Z1. Literally, it was H1Z1. And then the guy who helped make it, the producer's name, I can't remember his name now. He went and made PUBG. Right, yeah. But he helped make H1Z1. Right. And obviously the Armor mod, yeah. So H1Z1, man, that was the one for me. That was the one. But the game has incredibly died out now. It's just it's a shame. Yeah. Like the company's being sold and stuff like that. A new company is taking it on, but you never know. There might just be hope one day for us H1 players, man. Maybe it'll make the comeback we've all really, really wanted. I pray it does, man, because it was that game which single-handedly got me into PC gaming. Yeah, man. It was that game. Like I shit you not, it was that game. Like I went and so what it was, my cousin wanted me to fit a graphics card for him. Wanted me to fit a new GPU for him because his graphics card broke or something like that. And I knew I knew my way around PCs and stuff like a lot, man. You know what I mean? I just couldn't afford them, so I was always playing Xbox. And one day I fitted his graphics card for him and stuff, and he had to take a phone call. So I went up his house. He brought me up to his house and stuff like that. I fitted it for him and stuff like that. He had to take a phone call, right? And man, he put me on H1Z1, right? All right. I was fucking blown away. I was blown away. It was the most. That was my first real PC experience. That was my first real PC gaming experience, because I used to play like Counter-Strike 1.6 on a laptop, man, with like a frozen bag of fucking vegetables underneath it by the fan because it was so clogged, and dirty and boiling, man. And, like I used to do that when I had my 360 days, but now, man, this was my first taste of PC gaming. Yeah. I was sat there with two monitors, man, in the chair. Like, it was fucking insane. It was the best thing I ever fucking experienced in my life. And then, about 6-7 months later, I'd managed to get myself a gaming PC, and that was it. About 6 years ago, yeah. Wow. And that was it, yeah. 5-6 years ago, and then that was it, yeah. That was it for me, man. That was it for me. Full steam ahead. So, what are you playing right now? What I'm playing right now? Offline, online. Yeah, online, man. I'm addicted to GTA. Fuck you, GTA Roleplay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. GTA Roleplay. Addicted. Fucking amazing. Like it is amazing, man. So at the minute, that's what's doing it for me. I'm waiting for new games, man. I'm waiting for new games to come out. I play a bit of Dead by Daylight on the side and stuff like that. I was thinking of going back to doing gunfights and stuff in like COD and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? But I'm waiting for Battlefield to launch and stuff like that, man. But at the minute, my go-to, especially for like streaming, man, just having fun, is GTA Roleplay.
I mean, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. It's so fun.
That's what I'm.
And I must say, you are so entertaining on it. You make me laugh every night. I watch you, man.
You're making me blush, bro. You're making me blush, bro. But no, genuine. It's so fun. It is. I've never experienced anything like that besides fucking World of Warcraft role players. But we won't even go there, mate. We won't even go there. That is something. Nah, we're not going there. And all you guys know what I'm talking about. So we're not going there, right? But in terms of role playing Grand Theft Auto, man, it's insane. It's great.
Oh, it's
absolutely
so
fun. Absolutely super fun, man.
So how did you get into the role playing of GTA 5?
So like what about 3 years ago. No, it was about 4 years ago. I can't remember when it was, right? But I remember being introduced. I had a friend that played San Andreas roleplay. Right. This was before roleplay took off on current gen GTAs, right? So I played that for a little while, for like a week with him or whatever. I wasn't too fond of it because we didn't really get up to much. But roleplay came out on GTA 5. And the only option at the time was drift servers, like modded drift servers and stuff like that, where you could just race cars and drift and stuff. So I used to play that for a while. I was into that for a little while. I was just drifting around in places and all that. And I forgot, and I didn't really know about the RP scene. Like, I didn't know it'd taken off or whatever. I didn't know it'd booted off and all that. And so I kind of missed a while of it. But I forgot that it existed until a couple of months ago. Like a year ago or something, someone said, someone said, man, I'm watching this GTA stream roleplay, whatever, and I went on it and I was blown away. I was like, what? It's all British themed and stuff. You've got all these different servers, man, like all their own different mods and stuff. I was fucking blown away. So I was like, right, I want to get on this. I think it was like 8 months ago or so, and I was like, I need to get on this now, seeing as how it's come along so much. I didn't even know these places existed. And then I just dove head first into British roleplay servers. And that was it. That was it, man. It just took off from there, man. Like from fucking day one, the first time I had an encounter with someone, man, that was it. Like it was. I just spent my time winding people up.
Yes, you're so good at it, though.
It's fun, man. It's so fun, man. Honestly, it's a great thing to be involved in, man. It's a very, very fun game to play. Trust me.
And you all know each other online, don't you?
Yeah, man. There's a big. Well, that's with Twitch. See, that's what Twitch does. Yeah. You know, that's a great thing about Twitch. It like brings a lot of people together from, especially in role playing communities and stuff like that. Because like some people want to watch other role players and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. And you all end up like going into this great big ball. You know, and when you play like role play servers for a long time, you get to know people and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
And know a lot of the top guys and stuff like that, man. Yeah, it's great. So like in a lot of cities, it's like one big family in there.
Yeah, man, it's
you know
so
what I mean?
Good.
And I'm there to destroy everyone and wind them up.
Yep.
It's so fun, man, honestly.
So what made you think about streaming? When did that start?
Streaming for me started like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 years ago, but I wasn't like super duper into it. My friends used to have a laugh online with me so much. They used to laugh so much with me online that they were like, you need to stream for us. Because it originally started as a way for them to watch me, because we used to use TeamSpeak.
Right.
So there was no Discord back then and stuff like that, man. There was nothing. There was no TeamSpeak. There was no Discord. Nothing. So we had TeamSpeak. There was no way we could watch each other. So I used to stream for my friends, like for the boys. That's how streaming started. And I used to, and like sometimes I'd have like one or two people come by because my streams were always dead. I'd always have like 3 viewers in there, and that's my friends and myself. I'd have my phone up with it, and I'd have like 3 viewers, man, and that was me set all night. And I used to sit there do 7-8 hour streams, and stuff like that, you know. And just for the boys, like, because we just play flat out, and they'd just be laughing, man. And it was just it was a tool for them to go back and watch the games and show their friends and all that, and they'd laugh. And then like I'd only stream. I was never consistent, nothing like that. I used to stream like what, fucking every now and again or whatever, and stuff like that. And then I didn't touch it for a good while. Then I came back, tried to be consistent, quit. You know what I mean? And I went through this stage of like coming on stream. I'd stream for like a week. I'd stream for like a week and then stop for months. I'd do it again. I'd stream for like 2 weeks, stop for like a month or two, start again, doing like another week, blah, blah. But it was, I didn't, at that point, I wasn't like, I wasn't like super serious about it because I was just too into playing games and such. But I did meet a good bunch of people. I did meet a good few people like through the times that I did, and like on and off massively and stuff like that. And they were really nice people, but I never really considered streaming. I was like, nah, man, like I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. Blah 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 and stuff. And then I ended up just becoming addicted out of nowhere to it. I ended up like just wanting to do it. I don't know what it was, man, but I changed like massively. Like when I seriously like started to watch streamers and stuff and become like really really engrossed in them and their personalities and stuff and watching the games and everything like that, I was like, this is like the best thing ever. This is like really, really, because I used to stream on Twitch but not really watch anyone else on Twitch.
Right, yeah.
And it was only when I started meeting people and watching loads of streamers and stuff like that, man, is when I was just like, fuck, this is amazing. This is really, really, really amazing. So I came back like, I done another stint and then I stopped and then I realized, I was like, right, if I want to stream, I need to get a good enough setup to do that and stuff like that. Because when I was streaming a lot, if you go back, you can see all my VODs from like 2-3 years ago, man. And it's like potato quality, man. Everything is like, you know what I mean? But you don't think that. You don't think that, man. You're just doing it for your friends and stuff, you know what I mean? So I used to run H1Z1 a lot, man, and all that type of stuff. And it was just like bare bones quality, you know, like nothing, like nothing. I didn't really know anything about it and stuff like that. And I just become addicted. And then I dropped off for a while and then ended up coming back like 13 to 14 months ago. And with a massive different mindset on it and stuff like that. I was like, this is the best thing ever. And it was when I genuinely started to meet people and stuff like that through streaming, man, and gain friends and everything like that, man, is when like I become super addicted to it, man. And streaming is just like, it's like the best thing, man. Yeah, man. It's the best thing, man, to me anyway. Yeah, man. I really, there's nothing I enjoy more than sitting with people just like yourself, man, just talking to you guys, man, just playing games and just going mental, you know, because it's allowed me to like express myself in a way that I never was able to really, you know, only to like my friends and stuff. You know what I mean? This has been like a massive doorway, man. Twitch has like fucking opened the door, man, into so many avenues for me and stuff like that, man. And everything. It's just, I can't even explain how good I feel, man, when I'm on live, you know? When I'm on live, man, it's the best feeling, man.
Yeah, man.
Legit, honestly, man.
Do you remember what your first stream was like? The first ever stream? What were you playing?
I can't remember.
No.
Was it pub? I'm sure it was no, I lie. I'm sure it was PUBG. Actually, with my friends. I'm sure it was PUBG, or was it H1? I can't remember, but I used to do like a few test streams, play some like retro emulators and stuff.
Yeah.
But the first one, I think I'm sure the proper first one I done was PUBG, like years ago, like years and years ago, where like got an old setup and stuff like that, and it was just for the boys, you know what I mean? And that was it. That was pretty much it, man. It was that was the first one, and it was just good fun. I didn't really think about it, you know what I mean? No, I don't actually have like a lot of other streamers my first exact day and my first exact stream and stuff. But like 14, 13 months ago, I just need to go back to my VODs and see where, because I came back was it last? Yeah, it was last August. I think it was the beginning of last August or June, right? And I stuck it out for like 2 weeks, went away for a month, then came back in, I think it was September. And I've just been going all the way since last year, like flat out. Yeah. And that's been me, man. I can't get away from it. I can't get away from this scene. I can't do it. It's just it's the best thing.
Is that when the numbers started to go up and up when it was just
over time? Yeah, over time, I started streaming a lot of gunfights and being sweaty in Call of Duty and stuff like that, and just competitive like small game modes like 2v2, 3v3, stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? And I used to meet a lot of people that way through it, through Twitch, because like I just when they'd ask me when I'm speaking to them in game, like, you're a streamer? And I'm just like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not. And they'd go and type my name into Twitch. And then they'd come by my streams. So I started building my community. I started building my community off of Call of Duty players,
right.
just off gunfight players and stuff like that. And obviously they'd tell their friends and stuff, and more people would come along. It's like an ever-revolving door. The streaming game is, man. It's just like an ever-revolving door of people coming in and out. You know what I mean? And people tell their friends and so on and so forth. And lo and behold, man, like, yeah, we're sat here now, and I'm fucking highly, like, thankful and, like, you know, seriously thankful for everything that's happened, man. You know, being able to grow like this, man, and to be able to meet so many people and hear their stories and play games with these people, and, like, you know, is Twitch has changed my life.
Yeah, man, definitely.
It's changed my life. You know what I mean? And everything's happened in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm only just getting started, man.
Yes.
Like, that's the reality of it. I'm 30 now, man. I'm ready. I'm really, like, just getting started, man. Like, a year and a half down the line, it's just getting started now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it doesn't matter, like, you know, who how many is there. It's the people who always spend their time with me, man, and come and just come and talk to me and just fucking have a laugh. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me too much on how many is there. You know, it's just like everyone who's there, man. I treat everyone like one big fucking family, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So do you have any favorite stream memories over the last, 12, 18 months?
There is so many, man. There is literally so many moments. Like, fucking, if you want to talk about fails, man, I've snapped my fucking chair. I've been through like 2 gaming chairs, man. I've fucking snapped them. I've had to try and fix them on stream and stuff like that, man. I've nearly been swatted on stream. I've been fake swatted on stream by someone calling me, pretending to be a police officer, which forced me to instantly stop my stream to go and check out fucking side and stuff. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because it seems so serious. People pranking me like that, man. Yeah, like legit, man. Like shit has happened, man. Shit has happened. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's a lot of good memories behind it, man. I've had with other gamers, you know, like a lot of gameplay stuff, man. Really, really great memories. The most recent one was when a streamer by the name of Ricky's On One, all right, instant plug. All right, Ricky's On One, a fellow GTA role player from Manchester, right? Insane guy, fucking hilarious, man. He come all the way from Manchester and walked through my back door behind me. He came and like a few short months ago on stream. It was literally in the end of summer. Yeah, or was it September? I think it was September. Yeah. I think it was in September. No, it wasn't that long ago at all. And he come down here for a holiday with his family from where I live. And he come in through my back door and I was mid-stream, man. and I'd never met him. And he done it when we was on live. And he done it when we was on live, man. Yeah, legit, man. And
so
we
cool.
got to hang out. Yeah, we got to hang out for a few days in the week after that, man. It was fucking sick. It was fucking sick.
Awesome,
I enjoyed it so much, man. But that was a good memory, man. Meeting people like in real life, man, from the stream. It's like it's people you meet, man. It's such a cool fucking thing, you know.
I'd imagine, and obviously, dare I say, you're quite obviously distinctive looking, so people will probably immediately recognize who you are.
You don't see much like this, do you?
Unfortunately, not trying to be rude, but you people know exactly who you are when they see you. I'm sure.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. Like, there's not many people you'll see in life with an afro or beard with fucking Tourette syndrome. Okay, it's I understand that, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I understand it, man. So I don't take offense. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
It's cool, man. Cool.
So, what advice would you think about giving anyone who's thinking about streaming?
Oh man, if I was to give solid advice now, especially if you want to take it serious, all right, and really, you know, like, go into it, the best advice I would give to a streamer, man, is first and foremost, man, be consistent. There's nothing better than being as consistent as you possibly can be with it, because the discoverability out of like a pool of 8 million streamers, okay, is a very, very hard one. Mm-hmm. So the first thing I can say is be consistent, all right? Work hard outside of your stream, all right? If you want to build a community, because that's literally the dream, right? Build a community, man. You know what I mean? That's like the best thing to come from it, right? So like, put stuff out in other avenues. Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone to you know, things you haven't tried before and stuff like that, because when you stream, man, you kind of go on this journey of like self-discovery as well and stuff like that. There's a lot more to it mentally than a guy who's just sat there playing video games, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot more, and people don't know that, you know? So if you're considering streaming, yeah, have as most fun as you can with it. That is utmost important, man. Because if you ain't enjoying yourself, man, even when shit happens on stream, then you know you shouldn't be on live at that time. You know what I mean? So have as much fun as you fucking can, man. Be consistent. Be consistent. Don't be afraid to show your friends, even your family if you have to, man. Show your friends, you know what I mean? Get your friends involved, even if they don't play games, you know what I mean? Just like there's a chance they'll come on just to watch you for you know?
Yeah.
And just to have a chat to you and stuff like that. And the next minute they're going out and buying fucking games consoles and stuff, like, you know what I mean? And it's happened. I've seen it happen, and they're all addicted to games to this day, right? And so yeah, be consistent. Be fucking and share your stuff to others, man. Build a community. What else? What other bit of advice do you think I could give to people? Because that's the best way. It's one of those questions, man. You know what I mean? You just got to be there.
Yeah, man.
And you just got to work hard. You got to meet people, man. And just have so much fun with it. You know what I mean? The games you play are also important. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's a massive factor, man. It's a massive factor. You know what I mean?
The one thing I've noticed with yourself is that you're really quite big on TikTok.
Yeah, I blew up on TikTok. Yeah, man. And then I like didn't make nothing for like weeks because I've been so into streaming and doing stuff that like I completely fucking didn't think about TikTok. Like I could have grasped that moment and gone, right, look, I've got videos here with like 1.5 million views each on them. I should keep going very consistently. But I'm so addicted to streaming and stuff, man, and other stuff and community stuff and all that. Like I've lacked over the last few weeks on TikTok so hard, man. But blowing up on TikTok doesn't always mean that people will come by your streams. Yeah, sure, you'll get some people, but not everyone will come. You know what I mean? It's not the way it is, man. TikTok is one of these platforms where pretty much everyone is on now. You know?
Yeah.
So, but if you consistently make clips that get high viewership, man, yeah, your stream will 100% grow, like a lot, man. It is a very good avenue to grow your platform as well.
Yeah.
I think it's all just down to like who you are or how good you are at games or whatever makes people want to watch you, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing, you know? And yeah, well, apparently what I do works for me, man. And I'm extremely lucky to be able to sit here and do this, man, because it's changed my life and I'm fucking addicted.
It's so
It's
good.
the best thing, man. It really is, bro. It really is.
It's so good seeing you enjoying yourself, man. And it comes out, mate, you yourself. That's the thing.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy to be here right now, man. Like legit, I'm so happy to be here now. Thanks, man.
Just one final question because we didn't get there in the end, and we're going to tweak it slightly. So, top three games. Top 3 games. If you were on a remote island, you only had to play 3 games for the rest of your life. What's it going to be? Final question.
I don't have a router on that island, do I?
Yes, you do.
I have a router on the island.
You have a router.
Give me H1Z1 until my fingers bleed. I can't get bored of it. I don't know what it is. I just can't get bored of it, right? I'll chuck that on there. I'd probably put an MMO on there.
Okay.
But which one is important, because MMOs, like, you can just, you can play MMOs forever, man. I'd put Warcraft on there.
Yeah.
I put Warcraft on there because like it just never end, right? What else, man? I need something else to chuck in here, something spicy. Oh, this is one of those questions, man. Wow, mate. It's hard when you get asked these questions so quick. Like quick fires.
Yeah.
The quick fires, they're always awkward. What else can I put on here, bro? There's so many good games. My mind is just going... My mind is just rattling right now. Legit, it's rattling. Fucking... Chuck Metal Gear on there, man. Every one of them.
Yeah.
every single Metal Gear game besides Rising. Everyone besides Rising, because we know Rising sucked and Survive sucked.
Nah,
but everyone else, every other one of them was good.
They've never done like a compilation, have they? It's a shame. They should do one.
Yeah, man. Like especially like, do you know when they done on the GameCube when they remastered the first one, they called it the Twin Snakes. Yeah, they had Substance as well. Such good games, man. I'm not gonna stream. I'm just gonna fucking go play those instead. Spend my whole night just playing those, man.
Oh, TourettesGamer, it's been such a pleasure chatting to you, man.
Mate, it's
thank
been
you so
an
much.
absolute pleasure. Mate, thank you so much for fucking getting me on, my man. Give me that skin, man. Everyone gets the skin, man. Whether you're in my community or not, you come by, you're getting the skin, man. That's the way it is, man. Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on today, man.
Thank you, dude. Thanks for that.
There's no problem at all. Good stuff, guys, man. It's good stuff.
Please follow TourettesGamer. He's so good at what he does. He's such a joy to watch on Twitch, but he's on all sorts of social media, so give that guy a follow.
Thank you. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, man. All the best, guys.
It's all right. Mate, have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.